Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing 10 quick and easy hairstyles that are perfect for if you don't know what to do with your hair, you're at a loss, but you don't want to just wear it down like you always do, you want to do something with them. I compiled these 10 hairstyles that I go through all the time that take me less than, honestly, 5 minutes for most of them, and they still look like you put a lot of effort into your hair and it looks like you took a lot of time even though you didn't. So, if you're interested in any of that, please keep watching. Alright guys, so the first hairstyle that we're going to be starting off with today is one that I think is perfect if you are in a hurry, but you also still kind of want your hair to be down, like you like the look of your hair being down a little bit. This one is going to give you that illusion of your hair just being down without looking like you just walked outside with just brushing your hair and not doing anything to it. So you're still doing something and it looks like you put in a lot of effort even though it was super quick and easy. So we're just going to braid our bangs. I don't have bangs, but like the front shorter sections of our hair. And if you don't have like face framing pieces, then that's fine. Just take the very front pieces of your hair like this and then separate the rest of your hair behind it and take about the same length and thickness of hair, and then you're literally just going to braid it. So you're just gonna separate it into 3 sections like that and then braid it, and it should turn into a really small braid at the end. Alright, and then once you start running out of hair, or one of the pieces starts running out of hair, you can see we just have this braid going down and it goes to about my jawline. And then you're just gonna take a little clear elastic. You can find these pretty much anywhere. They're really cheap to just buy, like 1,000 pack of like these little clear elastics. And then you're just gonna, or if you wanted to like match it to your outfit, that'd be cute. Like if you had different colored elastics, some people do that. That's really cute in my opinion. And then you're gonna tighten it a little bit and pull it out. And then I just like to leave it like that so that it kind of just like naturally blends into the head right there. But you could pull it out if you wanted it to be like a big braid in the front, but I think it looks better just to have that. And then now we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. All right, and then once again, trying to kind of even them out. So this one goes to the end of the jawline as well. And just tying it. Alright, and then I try to make sure that they're at the same level because I think it looks weird if one is higher than the other. Alrighty, and then once they're even, you literally can just, if you have curled hair, you can have curled hair. If you have straight hair, you can have straight hair. I think it just looks good with any style of hair, and it kind of looks a little bohemian and hippie-ish, and I think it just is really cute, and it still allows you to have like your hair down but not for your hair to like fall on your face, and it also allows you to not have to worry about like it doesn't look like I did anything with my hair. Like it looks like you put an effort but it took 2 minutes. So alright, so the next hairstyle that we're going to be doing is a half up half down look, but it's actually going to be with pigtails. So I think all of us have seen this hairstyle by now, but it's basically just like 2 little pigtails right here, and then the rest of the hair is just down. So how I like to do it is I almost always will separate like my bangs slash like front pieces of my hair, because I think that looks cutest when the rest of the hair is like out of the face and then these 2 little pieces are just down. I think that looks really cute. So I'll separate those to begin with. And then you're just gonna take, like brush back with your fingers, you're just gonna take a big section like this. Make sure it's smooth on the top. And then it's not a ton of hair, it's actually a very small amount of hair. And then back at it again with the clear elastics. These things will become your best friends. Then just tie the pigtail up and tighten it. And then you've got a cute little pigtail on that side. And then you're just gonna repeat the exact same thing on the other side. All right, so after both of the pigtails are tied, you can tighten them if you want to make them like a little bit higher, which I think is cute, like that, and then you have them more like that, or you can like just have them kind of more blend into the hair so that you can just see it like when you turn your head. But I think that the front sections make a big difference into like still framing the face, because I feel like when you don't have those, I don't know, I feel like I kind of look like a naked mole rat. And I feel like my head just looks like Uncle Fester from the Addams Family. Like it just looks like I have no hair right there. So I like the face framing pieces, but if you don't, I mean, some people look great without them, so that's up to you. But I think it just looks cute to pull those little things out. And then you just have these cute little 2 pigtails right here. And that literally took, again, less than 2 minutes, so. All right, the next hairstyle is more for when you're looking for a way to get your hair out of your face. So you want like a quick and cute hairstyle, but you don't want all of your hair down necessarily. You don't really want to feel your hair. Maybe you're doing something that requires your hair to be up, or you just don't want to deal with it today. So we're gonna be doing like a messy ponytail. So the easiest way that I find to do this is, again, to separate the front sections first. So you're gonna take those out like that. It's so hard for me to get them even. I can't. All right. And then you actually should use a brush for this. So I'm just gonna take my brush and brush back the hair. It by no means needs to be perfect because, like I said, this is a messy ponytail. So if you wanted to do a perfect slicked back ponytail, that's different. But since this is already kind of messy, we're just gonna take it up. How high you want the ponytail is up to you. I like it on the higher side because I think it makes my face look better. So I'm just gonna take it up like that. And then you're just gonna tie it with a normal thickness hair tie. So like that. And then tighten it. And something I like to do to make it messy is I'll just pull out the entire thing and then keep tightening it. And pull at the back as well. And I'll also pull out front pieces right here next to my ears. And then some back sections. And then I will often kind of tease the back of the ponytail just to give it some extra volume and to make it look even messier. I just think that's really cute. Volumized, messy, but still cute. Messy but cute, that's the goal. Messy but cute ponytail, and yeah. So there is a fine line between like, it's just messy and you just like threw up your hair, and there's another line between like, oh, it's messy but it's cute, you know? So I think that finding that balance is important, and it does sometimes take more effort to make it look messy but cute, but it's still cute. And that one, again, is super quick to do just on any day that you want. And then this one works with dirty hair and clean hair, although on days where my hair is really dirty and I haven't washed it in a couple days, then I might put those back and then just pull out more on the sides here, because I think that these can sometimes look a little greasy if you haven't washed your hair in a day or two. So keeping that in mind too. And then throughout the day, if you want it to be messier, you could just kind of like do your own version of teasing, like scrunch it up like that and make it even messier. And it just flies around. All right, getting into another half up, half down style. This one is gonna be very similar to the half up, half down with pigtails, except this one is actually going to be like a half up, half down with braids. So instead of just having the normal pigtails, we're also going to just be braiding said pigtails, and I think this looks really cute. And it's a little bit, if you have like an extra minute or an extra 2 minutes or so in the morning and you wanted to do like the pigtail thing, I think this just adds a whole nother layer of like cuteness. So we're taking the same two front pieces that we did in the original, and we're gonna follow the same steps that we did in the original half up, half down with pigtails, and then I'll get into the additional steps after we do that. So. All right, so now we've got our two pigtails back. I think that the braided one looks better when these pigtails are a little bit higher, so I'm gonna tighten them a little bit to make them a little bit higher, like so. And then you're just going to literally braid all the way until you run out of hair on these. So separate it into 3 sections and then just braid it downwards, basically. I do like to make this braid a little bit looser. I don't focus on like how we did for the first hairstyle where I made the braids kind of tight. This one is definitely a looser braid. So you're just gonna braid down. And then I do have layers, so usually one chunk of the hair ends up running out before the other chunk. So you will have a little bit of extra hair here if you have layers like me, but it just blends into the rest of the hair, so I think it looks fine. Back at it again with the clear elastics. And then I'm just gonna tie that up, tighten it. And then for this one, I do pull it apart to make it bigger, so that the hair looks thicker and the braid is more obvious when you're just looking at the hairstyle. And then you have this cute little braid as part of your pigtails. And I just think it's so cute. And it definitely adds a different layer to the hairstyle than just the pigtails. And it's an additional like maybe 2 minutes tops. So I think that if you're already going in with the pigtails, but you don't want to do the same hairstyle that you like always do, because I do the pigtails a lot, you can just go in with the braids and it's so cute. Again, trying to make them a little bit more even. So I'm pulling that down a little bit and perfect. And then you've got these 2 little braided pigtails, and I think that is so cute. And like I said, it adds another layer to it, and it looks like you took a lot more time than you actually did. So that's another option. Again, adding braids to a previous hairstyle. So for this hairstyle, we're gonna do a ponytail just like we did before. I'm not gonna make it quite as messy as I did. It's gonna be a little bit more just like a basic ponytail. But this time we're gonna add a few little braided strands throughout the ponytail, and it's gonna add detail to the ponytail, and it's gonna look really cute. So starting out with, as always, the same steps that we've been using. So the front 2 little pieces like that. Again, always struggling to make it even. And then you can just take all of the hair, back up. You can make this as messy or as neat as you want. A slicked back ponytail would be cute with the braids. A messy ponytail would be cute with the braids. Pick your poison, whatever way that you like to wear your ponytails for the most part. That is up to you. I personally find that messy ponytails are easier and I think they look better on me, but some people can really rock a slicked back pony. All right, I'm again just gonna take out those front pieces right here just because I think that looks good. And then I'm gonna loosen it a little bit like we did before, not making it quite as messy, but just a little bit. And then instead of teasing it like we did last time, I'm literally just going to take a piece from each one of the sides right here. So I'm gonna take this piece first, like a decently thick strand, and then you're literally just going to braid it like we've been doing the whole time. Braid it all the way down. And then of course back at it again with the clear elastics. You're just gonna take that and tie that little braid. I don't like to pull this braid apart either because I like it to be very detailed, just in the ponytail like that. Then you've got a little braid right there. And then I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side of the ponytail. All right, and then once you braid those 2 pieces, you can see it just kind of falls into the rest of the ponytail, but it still adds a layer of detail that I think just like really makes the ponytail look really cute. And it's just another way, again, if you have an extra couple minutes, just to add to your ponytail. And I think it just adds a whole new level of detail. All right, so the next one is very simple, but it's very cute, and especially if you don't know what to do with your hair, this one is just quick to do. Just, you know, even on the go, if you have a couple bobby pins next to you, you can literally do it in 2 seconds. So all we're gonna do is just separate the front sections, of course, and then we're gonna take a small section, way smaller than the section we did for the pigtails. It's just gonna be like, not thick at all, just the top little section like this, and then you're literally just going to pin it back like that. So taking a bobby pin, or if you want a special kind of clip, that works too. And you're literally just going to pin it back like that. If you have thick hair and if you want to have it hold up better, you can use 2 bobby pins and make a little X so that it holds the hair better, or also use some hairspray. And then it just looks really cute, and you can hide the bobby pin behind another layer of hair. And it just allows you to look kind of like your hair is back and up without it actually being up. And then your hair is out of your face and it's cutely pinned back, and you don't have to like worry about it, especially if you had like these sections back. But again, I don't usually mess around with that. And it's just back like this. And I think that this is probably the most realistic one that I use most of the time, besides the half up, half down with pigtails, which I do use quite often because it doesn't take me very long. But the clipped back I think is really pretty and elegant without looking like you took too much time, because you didn't. It literally just took a couple of seconds. So a very quick and easy one. And if you wanted it to look a little bit more, I guess, like you took more time to do it, you could add maybe like little bow clips right here, or even like little, you know, flowers right here if you wanted to, and make it look just as pretty as you wanted to. All right, so we did a half up, half down with pigtails. We did a half up, half down with 2 little braids. Now we're going to be doing just a basic half up, half down hairstyle. And this one is probably one of the easiest, but I think it's super cute. And it kind of gives me, this is how I did my hair a couple of times in the Dressing Like Mamma Mia Characters lookbook. This is one of the hairstyles I did, because that's a hairstyle that Meryl Streep's character that I can't remember the name of, how Donna wears her hair a majority of the movie, the first movie, is she just has it in like a cute curly half up, half down look. Even if you don't have curly hair, it can still be very cute to wear it this way. It looks good with straight hair and with curly hair. So we're first going to separate the sections, which you already know that I was gonna do that. And then how I like to do it is literally just so I'm just gonna take back the top layer of hair like so, and kind of brush it back with just my fingers, making sure that we still have a layer right here. And then I'm not going to brush up the top, I'm actually gonna leave my part down the middle like that. And then I'm literally just going to loosely tie it at the back with just a regular hair tie, like so. I still like it to be secure, so I do tie it 3 times, not 2, because 2 is way too loose for me. And then I just pull it out like that, and I'll just pull down some of the sections. I'll pull down the actual ponytail so that the hair is very loosely tied in the back. And then you just have a cute half up, half down, where it looks, again, like the goal with all these hairstyles is to look like you put in a lot of effort when it didn't really take that long. So that's what we're going for. And then that's why it looks like you did put in effort. And it's just a cute way to get your hair out of your face. I also think that it reminds me of the hairstyle from Mamma Mia, so that's what I kind of like the vibe of sometimes. So yeah, that's what it looks like. And if you do have any big chunks that are just kind of like sticking out and you're like, oh, I don't want to redo the whole ponytail, you can easily bobby pin them and it won't stand out or look weird, especially if you match the bobby pins to the color of your hair, which they make like every color of bobby pin, so it shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, that's the next hairstyle. All right, so the next hairstyle is, again, if you want your hair out of your face, but you still want it to look cute. This one is going to be kind of my version of space buns. I don't do the actual space buns where it's like really tight on your head up here. I like it to look a little bit more messy and like almost like free-spirited. So we're gonna take out the front sections again. By this point, you should know that that's just the first step to every hairstyle I do. And then we're going to separate the hair actually in the back. So you're gonna take it down, and I have a middle part, but if you have a side part, you would separate it like that. So separate it so that they're perfectly even. And then for one section, I'm just gonna tie out of the way for a second so that I don't have to worry about it getting into the other section. So it's just gonna look like that for a hot second. And then taking the other side, we're going to take it up into a high ponytail, or a high pigtail, I suppose. You can make this messy, you can make this clean and neat. Again, it's your hair, it's up to you what you want to do with it. So once it's up, like so, I'm just going to take a regular hair tie, tie it up into a pigtail like this, a little high pigtail back there like that. All right, so now that we have one of the high pigtails, we're just gonna take this other one out really quick and then do the exact same thing with this one. So just tie it up into a high pigtail. And then again, like I did with the ponytail, I like to pull these front two pieces out just like that to make it a little bit messier. The back pieces I like to pull out a little bit. Pull at this part just to make it not so clean cut, I guess you could say. And then you're literally just going to make sure that this is a little bit higher. And then you're going to twist the hair in your hands like that. Twist it around itself like so. And then you're gonna take another just regular sized hair tie and you're gonna tie it. Tie it into place like so. And then you've got a little space bun up there. So we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. And they're not gonna be perfectly even, I'm not gonna lie. You could try to make them even all you want. It's not gonna happen. So I try to make it as messy as I can, and then I try to make them as kind of even as I can. But honestly, if you spend all day trying to make your buns even, you're just gonna be there all day. So once those are up, then you are done with this hairstyle. And it's just an easy, cute way to get your hair out of your face that's a little bit more, it takes a little bit longer than like a ponytail, messy ponytail, but I also think that it looks cute. You also can add like maybe like a bandana right here in front, maybe like a little headband. You can add flower clips around the buns. Like I think that'd be really cute. So you can accessorize it really any way that you want to, and it'll match any kind of aesthetic that you're going for. Alright, so the next hairstyle is very similar to the one we did earlier where we clipped back the front sections and pinned them like that behind, on top of our head. But now we're actually going to step it up a notch and just, instead of doing just clipped back, we're gonna twist the hair and pin it, and it's gonna look a little bit more elegant, a little bit more regal, and it's gonna look really cute and pretty. So separate the front two sections again. You know the drill by now. And then when you take that small section of hair behind that, instead of just pinning it, we're going to start twisting it just as one piece. You can also separate it into two sections and twist them separately, but I think this looks just as pretty and it doesn't take quite as much effort. So once you get to about 3/4 of the way down, you're literally just going to pin this on the back of your head. And then do the exact same thing on the other side. You're just gonna take a chunk of hair. All right, pin it at the back of your head and loosen it a little bit. And then you've got these two like twisty pieces in your hair. I don't know if you're fully able to see it because my hair is dark and it's kind of blending into itself, but it's twisted back like that. I think this is such a pretty hairstyle and it takes hardly any time at all, and it's a quick one that you could just do and it looks really pretty on your hair. And this looks also pretty with short hair, long hair, medium length hair, like any length of hair, any, you know, frizziness level, any straight, curly, anything like that. It'll look good on all of them. So yeah, let's move on to the last hairstyle. All right, so the last hairstyle is again going to be two buns like we did the space buns earlier, except this one is a little bit, in my opinion, more casual looking, more wearable, and this is one that I actually do a ton. So we're gonna separate the two front sections, and then again, parting the hair down the middle, trying to part it evenly, and then tie up one of those sides. Not worry about it right now. And then you're gonna take the other side, kind of brush it down with your fingers a little bit, and then you're going to take it, and we're gonna do it all in one thing. So you're just gonna take it as a low ponytail basically, and then on the last loop you're just gonna pull it but not all the way through like that, and then tighten it to make this a bigger loop, and then you just have like this extra hair coming out like that. And then do the exact same thing on the other side. Pulling it down, starting to tie it into a low ponytail. But then on the last loop, you're gonna just pull it a little bit through and have a bunch of hair sticking out, and then tighten it so that this little bun is bigger. And then you just have like all this extra hair at the bottom. But I just think it looks so cute, and I also usually, again, pull out the front sections a little bit, make it a little bit messier if you want to pull on this part a little bit. And I just think it looks so cute. It also kind of fools people into thinking that your hair is a different length than it is. I've had people say like, oh, I like your haircut, and I'm like, I didn't cut it. My hair is just like tied back, but you know. So if you want to do this hairstyle, I think it takes literally no time at all, and I think it's so cute. It kind of reminds me of that girl from Robots, the yellow robot girl that had like the two big little pigtail things, but it was like metal. That's what it kind of reminds me of, but I like it. So it looks super cute, and it's really easy to do, and it's one of the easiest hairstyles to make even, because they're literally just two like almost bell kind of buns instead of the ones where we had to like make them even up here. This one's a lot easier to have them look cohesive, and it's super cute. So that is all for my hairstyle video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed these quick and easy hairstyles that I had for you, and I hope that you try out some of them. Comment down below which hairstyle was your favorite, and like this video if you liked this video, and consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps me out a lot. And let me know if you want more hairstyle themed videos. I'm not usually too crazy with my hair, but I do like to do different kinds of styles and try out different styles, so let me know if you're interested in that at all. And yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!